Hello YouTube, it's Aurora. It's been about a year since I did my last video, but I just got a new camera, so I've got a few ideas of videos I want to make. So before I get, sorry, that is my rabbits tearing something up. So yeah, I thought before I get potentially into the habit of making more new videos that I should do a bit of an update, because a lot has happened in the last year for me. So yeah, a year ago when I made my last video, I was still living with my ex in London and working for Cyberdog. But for the first time in quite a while, I wasn't really feeling very happy with my life, and I didn't know why. And I thought it might be a number of reasons, but one of them was potentially that I was just living in London in general was very stressful, especially when you're on a low income with such high rent prices. So me and my ex decided to move, and he suggested Manchester because that's near where he's from. So I thought, yeah, let's give it a go. And he promised to look after me and stuff, because I didn't really know many people there. But he didn't at all, and I became extremely isolated. And his behaviour had been a problem in the past, and it improved in some ways, but it got much worse in other ways. And eventually he cheated on me, which, as devastating as that was a blessing in disguise, because as soon as that happened, I was heartbroken, but I had an overwhelming feeling of relief, and I soon realised it was actually my relationship that was making me unhappy all along. So as soon as that happened, I told my parents, and they said, come home to Jersey, which is what I did. My dad drove up in a van from Jersey in the UK, not New Jersey. I can't stress that enough, people get so confused by that. But yeah, I've never been to America. I'm from Jersey in the Channel Islands. So my dad hired a van and drove up and picked up me and my pet rabbits and all my stuff and drove us back down. And so I just had the space to just kind of get back to being me again and get over what happened, which is exactly what I needed, and I'm feeling so much better already. And then I needed to figure out what I was going to do job-wise as well. And I knew I didn't really want to stay in retail, and I didn't want to go back to working in an office as like a career path, although I wasn't against either for the time being kind of thing. But I had the idea to work at Citizens Advice Bureau, and I looked into that. And it's a charity, so they take volunteers, and I had never been in a position financially to volunteer before, but living now back at my parents' gave me that opportunity. So I applied to be a volunteer and went through the interview process for that and got accepted. So 3 weeks ago I started my training as a volunteer. It's going really well and I'm really enjoying it, and it's something I'm really passionate about, and when I've used them in the past I felt really empowered to help myself sort out my own problems. Now I'm helping other people feel empowered enough to sort out their own problems, so it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, it's volunteer work, so I also needed to get a paid job to save up to eventually move back to the UK mainland. So one of my friends who worked at Lloyd's knew that I was coming over, and she had a opening in her team which she let me know about, so I applied for that and went through the interview process and got accepted for that as well. So in just over a week I'm going to start at Lloyd's doing that, an administration role, doing 4 days a week, and then doing my 1 day a week doing my training at Citizens Advice at the same time. So it's all worked out really well. I've got back on my feet really quickly, which is awesome. And yeah, that's where I am at the moment. And also I dyed my hair blue last night. I've got some little like gems and stuff in there today. So yeah, I was going to do a Q&A as well, but I thought I didn't want to make this video too long. So my next one I'll do a Q&A. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Also, if you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see me do, leave those in the comments as well. But one question I will just talk about now that I got asked quite a lot was, did my look affect me getting my jobs, especially because they're quite conventional jobs, and no, it didn't. For my interviews I wore my hair in a ponytail with just a bit like side swept fringe at the front, very minimal makeup and smart office clothes, and I was very confident in both my interviews. Quite good at interviews anyway, so I was very confident in what I was talking about, and I've got loads of relevant experience that could apply to both those roles. So I was a good person for the job, and they saw that, which was great. And yeah, it just goes to show that if you have the right experience and the right attitude, that there's no reason you can't get a job regardless of the tattoos and piercings. So that's quite cool as well. Just thought I'd throw that one in there. So yeah, leave me questions, leave me suggestions, and I hope you enjoyed my first video for a while, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!